With the volatile state of the property market, the government has raised the first stamp duty threshold from £125,000 to £175,000, cutting the upfront cost for home buyers. But will the changes, brought in by the Chancellor in September, make any impact on the housing market? Property solicitor Scott Brown of Warner's Estate Agents explains what the tax actually means and what changes the new move will make to the average house hunter.
Prior to the changes, the stamp duty land tax on a purchase at £175,000 would have been £1,750, so they have saved that. Previously, stamp duty was only up to £125,000, so if I'd paid £126,000, £1,250, if I'd paid £125,000, nil. So it's money in the purchaser's pocket, which would previously have been in the Chancellor's pocket.
And Scott, who is a state agency partner with the leading solicitors, believes that everyone playing the property game can feel the benefit of the new legislation, and not just those getting their first footing on the ladder.
The main beneficiary will clearly be people at first-time buyer or entry level. In fact, in Scotland, the average price of property is approximately £155,000. Therefore, increasing the threshold from £125,000 to £175,000, the Chancellor has meant that the majority of purchases, and certainly all the average level purchases, will now be free of stamp duty. That means that not only first-time buyers are beneficiaries, but many investors. It's saving them cash. It's saving the majority of the population of Scotland.
So, with the very recent changes made to stamp duty explained, Scott takes a delve through the archives and explores the history of the tax.
Physically, what would happen is you would go down to the stamp office and there would be lots of spinning wheels, and eventually there would be hard stamp on a machine, and you would see physically stamps, and they had stamps of £1, £1,000, 50p, 20p, all nature and size, and they were physically stamped with a red stamp. You still pay your stamp duty land tax, however there is no physical stamping of deeds. Electronically we go onto the stamp duty land tax website, key in the figures, and we get a receipt from it. Once you get the receipt, that gives you a code to pay them their money, and it's all done electronically, as is the rest of society.